Good afternoon and welcome back to the King Coyd Stadium for 90 minutes of high-octane football where the stakes cannot be higher. It's crunch time in the BUCS Premier South Division as we reach the latter stages of the competition. We're expecting drama, action and goals as each team looks for one moment that could define their whole season. Relegation is the word on everyone's mind as 5th place Cardiff Met take on 6th place Essex in what is a winner-takes-all affair. The Archers have earned one more point than their rivals this season and do have a game in hand. If they win today, however, they will be all but safe from the drop. As for Essex, anything but a win will leave them with a mountain to climb. I'm delighted to be joined in the gantry by Cam Melly, and well Cam, it doesn't really get much bigger than this, does it?
Yeah, cheers Will. Obviously, as you said mate, very big game. Both teams fresh off tough results, you could say. Cardiff Met losing points to Bristol away last week and Essex Women losing to Hartbury. So this is the big one. It's been a tough season for both teams. So 3 points here is massive for leading into that Christmas break.
Exactly. 3 points here for Met will pretty much all but guarantee their survival. Essex, if they don't win today, will have a mountain to climb. We'll run through the Cardiff Met team for you. Stacey Ayling will be taking charge of the team as Chris Baker is actually absent due to him and his partner expecting a baby boy. So best wishes to both of them. In goal is Daisy Farrow, who continues after suffered an injured thumb. Houghton, Davidson and Titcombe make up the back three. Garton and Malenga provide width in the fullback positions. Barnes, Cochrane and Duggan make up the centre three, and Gwen Jones and Ruby Collerton, who has 2 in 2 games, make up the front two. We expect them to play a 5-3-2, 5 behind the ball, really hoping that Faith Malenga will be the danger woman today, getting her high up the pitch as possible. As for Essex, we will provide the lineup as soon as we get it, but we can expect a fantastic day of action here at King Coyd.
Yeah, no, as you said, obviously Cardiff Met do have the game in hand over Essex, which is a big advantage going into this latter half of the season. After this, before the Christmas break, they do have to play Exeter Women's, which is obviously with 3 points here would be a fantastic way to travel to Essex. And Essex's only other game is Exeter as well in the new year, so this will be their last one before the Christmas break.
Exactly, massive stakes here today. I think for Met though, they will be looking to build on that positive draw against Bristol. They came back from 2 goals down to end up drawing 2-2. Stacey Ayling herself said, training's been positive and they're very much looking forward and they believe they can get the job done here as Essex line up on the left-hand side of the pitch. Does look like Cardiff Met will be the team to get us underway here. No, it will be Essex to kick off. A slight bit of confusion there. The referee's just getting his final checks and we're underway. Ball out wide here for Essex. The right winger driving up the pitch, goes down, no foul. Essex switching the play nicely. We expect them to line up in a 4-3-3. Expect them to play quite direct as well. There are some differences though for Essex. They're used to playing on a much smaller pitch at home, and also the pitch isn't an artificial surface. They play on grass, so there could be some slight challenges there for Essex today. But quite a fast start to the game, Cam.
Yeah, no, and as we expected, we did think it would be an end-to-end fixture. Obviously, both teams really desperate for those 3 points. It's a frustrating one for Essex. Obviously, they've had a 7-hour bus journey with delays, so it's Cardiff Met will have to take advantage of that in these opening 10-15 minutes. And we have said before that they have been a little bit slow starting. So if they can make the most of this opening passage of play, it'll be massive for the game.
100%. You think an early goal for either team would settle everyone's nerves here, as Essex again come away up this right-hand side. Ash Newley winning a throw in there. And she will take the throw in herself into Montague. But Met win the ball back.
We did speak about as well last week how much of a threat Cardiff Met were in that Essex half, and obviously Colleton, Jones and Duggan all earned their spot in the starting 11 this week. How much of an impact do you reckon they're going to have on that counter attack?
Massive. You know, as we said, Cam, we spoke about it. Ruby Colleton, 2 goals in 2 games, came on early against USW, made a massive impact, ended up winning Player of the Match as well. So I think Cardiff Met will be looking for her to provide the goals today. As Newley takes the throw and it goes long. Met win the throw-in. Which Malenga will take. Back into Garton, who finds Farrow in the Met goal. Met just looking to use the wing-backs here, and Ruby Colleton's been played in behind. It's a fantastic chance for Met. Colleton crosses it in. And just at the last moment, the Essex centre-back comes in and provides a fantastic block, and now they can break away. But Malenga wins the ball back and keeps the pressure on. Cutting inside, but a heavy touch. And the clearance is actually deflected off an Essex player, and Met will win a throw-in deep inside the Essex half.
Yeah, no, Will, as you said, fantastic on that counter-attack, and how quickly we saw there the ball turn from a Cardiff Met defence to a Cardiff Met attack, and that's going to be a big part for them in these 90 minutes. And obviously that's that's good signs to see in this opening 5 minutes.
As Colleton drives inside. Still going Colleton. A fantastic turn. The ball comes out wide to Duggan. Duggan plays it back to Garton, and Met will look to rebuild. A nice pass inside for Barnes. Barnes switching the play. A fantastic diagonal ball out there. The cross comes in. And Essex deal with it. But poor clearance will allow Barnes to pick the ball up again. So Wasaleska looks to switch the play. But that will be comfortable for the Met centre-back. But she's lost out here. A fantastic cover there from Houghton. And Farrow sends the ball long.
Well, we did say it was going to be end-to-end football, didn't we? And it's this opening 5 minutes has suggested that.
Definitely, Cam. It's a fast start to the game. Both teams are looking for good chances, and long may that continue. We know how much is at stake today, so I think you can see the nerves in the pace of the game today. So it comes back to Bevan in the Essex goal. Colleton picks it up, and she's got time finds Gwen Jones, who cuts inside. But again, Essex defending well, trying to play the ball out, which they have done here. Some nice one-touch football, getting them up the pitch. But Houghton again is there. Colleton now plays it into Jones. Jones, a great chance for her first chance of the game. Shoots! And in the end, a comfortable save for Bevan.
No, fantastic play from Cardiff Met. And obviously we spoke about how strong Colleton had been in these last few weeks. Obviously not starting in the last home fixture against USW, but managed to get on quite early due to an injury and has been fantastic, hasn't she?
She has. She's really cemented that place up front in this Met team, especially in the business end of the season. This is when you want your players standing up and making themselves heard, and that's exactly what Ruby Colleton has done. Malenga does well there and wins the throw-in for Met. Garton back to Farrow. Who plays it to Houghton, taking the ball up the pitch.
As we said, Will, through the season, Cardiff Met haven't been too much of a possession-based team looking to score on the counter, just due to the class of the other sides. But obviously, in a bottom of the table clash like this, Cardiff Met will have, and it seems already have, most of the ball. So it's just keeping calm with that, isn't it? And
exactly. And whichever team you would say, well, if you don't have the ball, you're not going to score. So I think it's important for Met as they win a free kick there. Gwen Jones going over. I think as well, Cam, set pieces for Met are going to be critical. I think the first balls, second balls, winning those knockdowns, they're going to be so important, and it's so important to take any possible chance you get today.
Yeah, exactly. We spoke about how much of a threat they were from set pieces, and that's gonna be a big part today, especially as those Essex defenders do start to get a bit tired.
Definitely, and as Met tried to play the ball in behind, unfortunately couldn't find anyone, and Bevan picked the ball up, and Essex will look to go again.
Good early signs for Met though.
Ball's out here for Newley. Fantastic little touch there. And he looked to get away up the right hand side, but unfortunately the ball couldn't find anyone. Garton in a little bit of trouble here, and she's lost out. The cross comes in. Great defending though from Cardiff Met. A physical battle going down there on the right hand side, and the referee signals Cardiff Met throw-in. They got away with one there, Cam.
Yeah, no, exactly. Obviously, caught at the back, hoping the ball would go out for a throw-in, but no, it was good hustling by the Essex attack, and they found themselves in a dangerous position again.
As they come inside here, the shot comes in, and Farrow's right behind that one. That one's not going to do cause too much stress, will it?
No, exactly. We spoke about this against USW, the optimistic efforts, we'll say, but obviously...
You don't shoot, you don't score.
Exactly, well said.
Again, Collerton looks to go in behind, and the Essex centre-back just cutting the ball out, but Jones will pick the ball up in a deeper position, just on the outside of the centre circle. There's Houghton and Collerton playing a nice 1-2, but the final pass has had a little bit too much on it, and it'll go out for an Essex goal kick. The signs are there, Cam, aren't they? The positive play. You can see what Met are trying to do, press, getting Collerton in behind. They just need that final bit of quality just to come off.
Yeah, exactly. It's just execution, but obviously, as we've seen from Cardiff Met throughout this season, if they can continue this way with this high press, I'd be very surprised if they didn't put a few past Essex.
Well, Essex coming off a 7-1 loss to Hartbury, so we know there's goals that could be shipped
bound. Exactly.
by this Essex defence. But in turn, I think that will give Essex a lot more motivation to prove everyone wrong here. As we said, it's a must-win game for them, so they'll be coming with all guns blazing. Malenga to take the throw. He finds Garton, and it goes back to Farrow in the Cardiff Met goal.
The last time these two sides met was obviously in Essex, and
The ball's given away here, and Essex with the great chance. The shot comes in from distance, and again, Farrow right behind it.
yeah, no, just a bit sloppy at the back there. We have seen these in last few fixtures, haven't we? Just a bit of complacency at the back, maybe.
We have, and in these sort of games, you can't be affording to do that. We saw against USW, Cam, didn't we, that 2 defensive mistakes ended up in 2 goals. Whether or not Essex will have the same quality up front that USW did remains to be seen. But again, you can't be giving the ball away there as they do again. The ball comes out wide to Newley, who drives forward. Essex just slowing the tempo of the game down again, knocking the ball around the back, but the press from Met was good, but they played round it. And they've won the ball back into Jones. Jones finds Collerton, but the pass doesn't come off, and Newley will pick it up, the right back.
No, as I was saying, obviously in Essex there was a gritty 1-1 draw, but you just get the sense there's a few more goals in this game today, don't you? Obviously we've seen it end-to-end for the first 10 minutes. It's supposed to be an exciting matchup.
And I think it will continue in that vein, Cam. As a poor misplaced pass there sends Essex deep inside their own half. Jones will look to press, but the ball goes long. Duggan picks the ball up.
Wouldn't mind seeing Cardiff Met press that goalkeeper a little bit more and obviously put her under a bit of pressure. It's obviously been been a long journey for the Essex women, and I think just really putting that defence under pressure early on is something that could lead to that opening goal for Cardiff Met.
I think in these sort of games, Cam, you've got to look at all those fine margins to try and capitalise on as well. You know, Essex arrived late; they hadn't have a full warm-up, so any of those small margins that can lead to a potential game, I should say, they've got to be capitalised on for Cardiff Met.
No, exactly, and Met have been victim of the high press before, haven't they? So if they can find any opportunities to put it into their game, it could be a.
Well, Garton drove the ball forwards there, tried to find Malenga, but unfortunately the pass was just misplaced and Essex win the throw-in. Just that final bit of quality again that we haven't seen in the first 12 minutes that you would say needs to improve if Met are going to capitalise on anything and get the goals that they need.
Yeah, no, exactly. But with the quality up top from Cardiff Met, I don't doubt that will come at some point.
Cochrane into Colleton, who plays the ball back to Houghton. He tries to find Duggan on the inside, but will give a chance here for Essex. But tidied up well by the Cardiff Met centre-back.
Seems as if Cardiff Met are trying to do a little bit too much with it at the minute. Obviously, we've seen the quality of football they can play when going from the back, pretty much, and we haven't really seen too much of it. Always kind of looking for the magic pass, which doesn't necessarily have to be the case for the whole game.
As Malenga wins the header there. I think the two up front for Cardiff Met, Cam, as we said, it's not a feature they've used a lot recently, but in a game like this today, you have to score goals, and they obviously feel those two up front are going to be the two women to score them for them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, we spoke about Shanahan and Colleton and how good they've been up top.
It's obviously Jones has come in today.
Yeah, no, exactly, and they've been made to work hard for these opening 15 minutes. But sure, if they continue like this, the reward will come.
I think we've seen the nerves almost reflected in the opening quarter of an hour here. No team really wanting to make that first mistake. No player wanting to be the one to get caught on the ball. But sometimes you have to take a little bit of risk. If there's no risk, there's no reward.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, massive match-up like this for potentially who goes down this year. It's you expect to see a bit of a reservation sort of in this opening passage of play, but as the game opens up.
Jones tried to get in behind there. But again, another great interception from the Essex centre-back. Allows Newley again to come up this right-hand side. Definitely seems to be a feature of the Essex game plan, this right wing with the right back as well, pushing high up the pitch, Cam.
It does. It seems to me that this right hand side for Essex has been an area of attack. It's been very open for this opening 15 minutes.
Well, Malenga's won the ball back there, but she's lost it, and Wasilewska can now drive inside, finding Cabal, whose pass is misplaced, and Houghton herself can come away with it, trying to find Colleton, who picks the ball up here. She's still going, Colleton goes over, referee says no foul. And Essex just looking to slow things down once again. Wasilewska now in behind. 50-50 there, the ball's gone round. The referee giving a free kick. It did look like a foul, to be fair, Cam.
I'm not sure who made the foul well. I thought it was Cardiff Met on Cardiff Met.
I think what happened was the ball was played in behind and the Cardiff Met centre-back just knocked the ball around the keeper. And as she did that, the Essex number 15, Chloe Diss, just a shoulder in the back, caused her to go over.
Yeah, big call from the ref. And Cardiff Met, yet again, down this right-hand side of being exposed a little bit, haven't they?
It's definitely the danger area for them. As Houghton now, the right wing back, looks to find Colleton. A poor touch though from the Essex left back. And the ball will be played back to Bevan, who goes long.
See that there, Will? That's where I want to see the high press.
The press was definitely on as Duggan gives the ball away. And there's Davidson into Cochrane. a nice turn. Cardiff Met can build again. Ball into Jones. Tried to flick it around the corner. She shoots. And that's something Bevan won't be having any difficulties with. Malenga there. A strong challenge from the Essex player, but she comes away with the ball. And again, another poor pass, but Met will win the ball back. Here's Garton. Into Cochrane. Met progressing up the pitch. A fantastic ball in through for Collerton off the outside of the foot. But the assistant referee had his flag up.
Touch and go, that one.
Did look very close, didn't it?
It did. Good football again from Cardiff Met, though.
And that's the last bit of quality that we were just talking about, wasn't it? We know Met have the ability to be able to play that pass. And that was the first time we've seen it. However, Collerton just mistiming her run.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would have been through on goal.
No, exactly. And that's...
Vasilevsky comes away down the right-hand side. She's got acres of space here. Keeps the ball in well. She crosses it in. Still with the ball, Essex. The shot comes in. And that's just over the bar. I think Farrow had it covered, to be fair to her. But again, dangerous moments for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, no, they're the ones as keepers you don't want. But as we were saying, for Cardiff Met, we've seen 3 or 4 long shots, which, for the way they're playing in this opening 20 minutes, I don't really think they're necessary. It's we've seen the quality of Collerton, Jones, and others. I think I want to see more passage from those strikers, but has been a strong start for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, as a defensive performance, they won't mind those shots coming in from so far out. Not really troubling Farrow at all from that distance.
No, exactly. Well said. If you can keep them outside the box and let them shoot from those long distances, then you're happy with that as a defence.
Well, it's a corner to Essex here. First corner of the match. And they'll be looking to capitalise on this. Great opportunity. The referee just checking the ball for some sort of puncture, I believe. But he said it's absolutely fine. And play can continue. Essex crossed the ball in. Deep. Still with the ball, Essex here. And eventually cleared by Cardiff Met. Good defending in the end. But it's only as far as Newley, who plays the ball down the right-hand side. The cross now comes in again to the back post. But no one there on the end of it, and Farrow just sees the ball out for a goal kick. Nice bit of pressure there from Essex, Cam.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was nice to see from Essex' point of view. And if you're the manager there, you're relatively happy with that. Obviously, the ball coming into a dangerous area, but just no striker able to get their head on it.
Well, the Essex manager is Paul Gajeko. He's been hired as the football performance coach last September. He actually said he wanted to elevate the programme to a new level. Obviously, the season to them hasn't gone to plan. They were actually Tier 1 champions only a couple of years ago, so a bit of a fall from grace for this Essex team. As Farrow continues to play the ball around the back. Fantastic touch there. Met can come away with the ball. Into Collerton. Collerton out wide to Cochrane, who wins the throw and takes it quickly, looking to find Houghton, and Met will have another throw in. Here is Houghton, just keeping the ball in play there. The ball inside for Duggan. Nice bit of footwork, tries to play the ball in behind, back for Cochrane, but she can't win the ball, and Essex can come away with it. Not for long though, as the ball comes into Jones. Jones taking her time with it. The shot comes in, and that whistles past the post.
Not too far away.
Not too far. Cardiff Met's first, you'd say, real decent effort at goal, and it wasn't too far away. Great build up in the lead to it, Cam.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic passage of play, and even when Essex did try to clear, the pressure still maintained. And obviously we see with this high defensive line that it's going to be very hard for Essex when they're defending in their own half.
I think for a Cardiff Met perspective, you'll be looking to play the game in that final third as Essex look to get in behind there. But great defending once again. And that's a strong challenge. Referee says no foul. I think on another day that could have definitely been given, but not today. The referee letting the game flow, and that's what we like to see.
Yeah, Essex player seems up and okay, so seems all good.
The throw and taken. Cochrane tries to get ahead on it, but just missing the ball. Fantastic turn there, but Duggan picks the pocket of the Essex player, winning the ball, and she had acres of space to drive into, and a bit of a cynical foul there, stopping the Cardiff Met momentum.
Yeah, and you could say a little bit further up the pitch, I think that would be the first booking of the day, but gives Essex a bit of time to get back and
regroup, so to say. Here is Garton. Garton plays the ball in for Malenga, who's in behind. And again, that offside flag goes up. That's twice now. The space is definitely in there, Cam, between Essex's right back and right centre back. Twice now, Colleton and Malenga have now got in behind, using that space.
Yeah, no, exactly. They've just got to hold that run for half a second. And they're onside. We know how quick they are and how skillful they can be. So I just think making sure they're onside there is could be the difference between a goal or not.
It's those fine margins again. Malenga does win the header there. Jones flicks the ball in behind. And I think Essex just get to the ball before a great little touch there. Set Jones away. But cut out at the vital moment. Here's Malenga down the left-hand side, cutting inside, and again, good defending there from Newley. And Met will win a throw-in.
It's been a fantastic passage of play for Met, hasn't it, this last 10 minutes? The constant pressure, really.
And that's what they need to keep up. As the ball comes into Cochrane, a few keepy uppies there. A nice little ball roll, and Garton can now pick the ball up. Back into Cochrane. Cardiff Met looking to build with Duggan. Duggan to Davidson, into Colleton. Essex pressing well, not giving Met any time on the ball. There's Barnes. And the pass, again misplaced, and Essex, well, they'll appreciate that one. That gift from Cardiff Met.
No, exactly. Just give them a few seconds, catch their breath, regroup, but it's only a matter of time, you think, with this just constant pressure for the opening 25 minutes that we do see the opening goal in this game.
The ball back to Bevan in the Essex goal. She'll be looking for a clean sheet after the 7 goals they shipped against Hartbury. And so far, defensively, you have to say Essex have been very good, Cam.
Yeah, no, they have. Obviously, we spoke about the pressure from Cardiff Met, but Essex have dealt with it fantastically and Cardiff Met haven't been able to get a shot off in the box.
The strong challenge, winning the ball back, and Vasilevsky can cross the ball in. A slight deflection on it. And Houghton can clear the ball. Calmly done from the Met right back there into Colleton. Colleton back to Cochrane. Cochrane into Duggan. Met progressing up the thirds nicely. Duggan, great control there. And Houghton, the nice step over. Look to beat the opposition.
No, yeah, again, fantastic football from Cardiff Met. It's been Cochrane and we're working with our strikers has been fantastic, hasn't it?
100%. And that's what Cardiff Met can do. We've seen just then, the example they can set. If they can continue doing that, then they should be having a good afternoon here at King Coyd. As Colleton wins the ball up and goes out for an Essex throw.
Worked hard for this first 25 minutes, hasn't she?
Tirelessly, I should say. As she picks the ball up again, Colleton into Duggan. The nice 1-2 there. Colleton still driving it into Jones, but the ball intercepted. Duggan will pick the ball up on the edge of the box and shoots. A deflection there, and Essex clear. And they look for an out ball, which they find, but again, Met pressing high up the pitch, and Duggan winning the ball back. Looking for an option herself there. She's still going it into Colleton. Colleton, eventually the ball just runs away from her, and Essex will win the ball back, but Malenga does well, and Met will rebuild.
As Cardiff Met pressure continues.
There's Davidson driving inside now. Fantastic run from her. But the ball now comes out to Vasilevsky, and there'll be a chance for Essex to counter. Great footwork from the number 30 there, and she's played the ball in behind, and there might be a chance for Essex here. But Davison does fantastically well to get back and cut the ball out, seeing it behind for an Essex throw-in. But that's the danger Essex they can have, Cam, isn't it, on the counter?
Yeah, no, exactly. That was, in fairness, slightly lazy from Cardiff Met there, thinking that the passage of play had finished. But no, we spoke about with Cardiff Met continuing this pressure, Essex are going to get chances on the counter-attack, which can prove dangerous.
And they might have one here, but Farrow down early, patrolling her area and claiming the ball. Just slowing the tempo down again. As she goes long. Duggan playing Colleton in behind, but I think that will be Bevans. And it is. I should mention as well, there's a lot of sport going on here at King Coy campus today. Not only do we have the women up for you now, the Cardiff Met BUCS team take on varsity rivals Bath in their last home game of the season here at King Coy Stadium at about 4 p.m. And also on Cardiff Met Sport TV, we have the Cardiff men's rugby versus Swansea, a Welsh derby for you. That will be live from 6:10 this evening. As Vasilevsky looks to get away in a bit of a tussle there with Garton, who wins it, and Farrow now can reclaim the ball, and Cardiff Met will look to build from the back yet again. Into Jones. She's really controlled that space, dropping deeper.
Yeah, no, she has. We said for the first 30 minutes she has been all over the pitch, and you don't mind those small breaks given by Daisy Farrow, just slowing the game down a little bit and getting Cardiff Met back into formation.
As Duggan looked to set Malenga away there, but unfortunately the pass just a little bit too much weight on it, and it goes behind for an Essex goal kick.
Been a very high tempo 30 minutes, hasn't it, Will?
It has, Cam, and I think it might just settle down a little bit now going into half time, but as we said, the stakes today cannot get any bigger. We are expecting goals, we're expecting drama.
That's it, and this closing 15 minutes before half-time, where players do start to get a little bit fatigued, this is where we see quality in teams, don't we? We see fatigue, we see mistakes every now and then, as we're seeing...
As we see there, there we go. The long pass, trying to find Mooley, just a bit off direction, and this will be a fantastic chance for Malenga to work something here as we pass the half-hour mark here at King Coy.
From a Cardiff Mets point of view, you don't mind seeing those long balls across the Essex defence, do you?
Not at all. And Essex win the ball back there. You just say, Cam, with those moments when you're high up the pitch, either it be on the left wing or the right wing, you just want a little bit more quality in those scenarios, just to get the ball inside and work a shot away.
Yeah, a little bit more final product is what we want to see. We've seen a lot of good football from both sides, but just that final third piece, getting a shot off in the box and just continuing to play that tiki-taka football, which Cardiff Met have done so well in this opening 31 minutes.
Well, it was fantastic strength from Jones there to hold off our opposition player. Referee gave a foul as Jones goes over, and she's slightly limping there, but it looks like she'll be fine.
Well, we know how dangerous Cardiff Met are from set pieces.
Especially with the set piece quality of Duggan. got numbers forward here, Cardiff Met. As Duggan crosses the ball in, that's a dangerous ball, looking for Jones, who wins the header. I think it was between a shot and a little flick on there, but the ball just trickled out for an Essex goal kick.
Yeah, but obviously we've seen throughout this whole game that Cardiff Met have been dangerous, but that's the first time they've had an actual attempt inside the box, and it shows how much danger they can pose in that situation. So want to see more of that leading into the second half.
As the high press from Met forces Essex to put the ball behind for a throw-in. Really stepping up the gear now in the final 10 minutes or so of the first half. A goal now could be critical, Cam.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic time to score. Give your team a bit of time to rest up and kind of get back into a strong formation. But Cardiff Met clearly not feeling the tiredness just yet.
Great footwork from Cochrane around the right-hand side. Davidson there, or Houghton I should say, just gives the ball away, but Essex will just keep it in. Appeals from the Met players, no foul given, and Met will come away. Colleton into Duggan. You could say they've probably been Met's two most dangerous players of the first half, Cam, couldn't you?
Yeah, no, they've been fantastic. There's a lot of skill in that side, quality in that team, but it's those two have really stood out for me in this opening 35 minutes.
Duggan's done really well there. Into Garton. Garton with space now. Who finds Duggan picking up that central position. Ball out wide for Davison. Houghton to the byline, crosses it in. It was a dangerous cross and just needed someone on the end of it.
Yeah, fantastic football from Cardiff Met again, and you can start to see how tired they are getting, whereas as Essex look to make a threat down this right-hand side.
There's Newley there. Just a small break in play here as we wait for the throw-in to be taken. Which it is now, the ball back in play. Garton doing well there. Still Garton going. And the referee just blowing his whistle. The ball from close range just smashed into the face of Garton there, and the referee just checking on the Met centre back, giving the ball away. And I think Essex will just return it, which they won't. Shot comes in, and again Farrow are pretty comfortable for her.
Yeah, and that's the first attack Essex opposed in the last 10-15 minutes. But it's I'd say their shot on target ratio has been very strong.
It's Vasilevsky now, out muscled by Duggan, who's really put herself about in this first half. Getting him right amongst it. Here's Houghton to Davidson. Davidson into Colleton. One touch football there, but again the final pass just lacking that final bit of quality, and Essex can come away with the ball. But Houghton doing fantastically well just to cut the ball out, and the ball will be switched over here to Garton. Garton into Jones. Holding off the opposition, and the ball played down for Malenga. And again, just a little bit too much on it. And it goes out for another throw. Newley. Malenga wins the header. Cochrane there again winning it. But back with Newley, who goes long. And that's got to be a handball from the Essex player, but the referee says no.
Seems to be a bit of a head injury down here on the...
It looked very much like, to me, the Essex player just put both of her hands up. The referee decided no, and we play on here. Vasilevsky there. given offside. And as we said, Cam, massive day at the bottom of the table. Met can stay up if they win today. Safety will all pretty much be secured, considering that they have 2 more games left to play. Essex only have 1. There is a lot of scenarios that can obviously change, and if the results go their way or don't go their way, we'll try and run you through those when there is a break in play. But Jones here picking the ball up into Colleton, and the ball just cut out again.
Wow, fantastic touch.
Still going for Vasilevsky, and too much on that.
Essex still looking dangerous on the counter-attack though.
They are. That was Montague. Great touch in the middle of the park. And again, the final pass just out wide. Again, looking out wide for Vasilevsky. Here's Malenga. Into Garson. Garson back to Farrow. Nearing the half-time break here at King Coyd. Still 0-0. As Davison takes the ball up the pitch. Colleton dropping deep. There's pressure on Garton there, but a great touch from her. Plays into Duggan. Duggan out to Malenga, who has time
Fantastic
now.
football from Cardiff Met there.
Malenga into Jones, making the run down the channel. And she goes over.
Bit optimistic.
A bit optimistic. And Essex, well, will win the ball back, and there will be Newley to take the throw. It's Vasilevska. Garton doing fantastically well there, not allowing her any time. A little bit of afters as well. Cochrane now finding Garton. Garton into Duggan. Duggan now turning on the ball. Back to Garton. Pressure here from Essex. Into Davidson. Davidson again with time. Back to Garton. Garton, Duggan. Vasilevska on her case, but she's done well there. Out wide to Malenga, who's taking it on the outside. Still going Malenga to the byline, crosses it in. And not a comfortable clearance there. That one's a lot better, and Essex will take that. Met will pick the ball back up with Garson though.
Cardiff Met really trying to find this opening goal with 5 minutes left of the first half.
And they do look like the team more likely to score it as well. I say as the ball's given away. But Farrow, nice and composed, but a pass there. Essex, the press has been set. A great challenge, and still the pressure continues. Essex now high up the pitch, winning a free kick, and that's all come from Met's own doing.
Yeah, from a Cardiff Met perspective, I don't think you really mind that, as they were outnumbered in that situation, and it seems to be like Essex will try and put this into the box.
Well, a goal now, 5 minutes out from half time, going into the interval, could really set the second half into a different course.
Yeah, 100%. It's massive, isn't it? And we would have to see something from Cardiff Met in that final product.
Well, the whistle goes, and the shot from the free kick comes in, but again Farrow comfortably dealing with the ball, catching practice for her. A draw would be alright for Cardiff Met. If they draw today and then win one of their games against Exeter or Hartpury, they will stay up. If they lose today, they will have to beat Exeter or Hartpury and hope that Essex fail to beat Exeter as well. That's just 2 scenarios that could possibly happen in today's match this afternoon. But Met giving the ball away, Duggan there. Chance for Essex, the ball played in behind. Davison comes across, and a fantastic block from her. But Vasilevska will pick the ball up again, and again catching practice for Farrow, and I think Cardiff Met will be very relieved with that one.
Yeah, just a little bit of panic at the back, which we have seen in recent home fixtures, but obviously, as you were saying, how important this game is, it's this will be the one that Cardiff Met feel they can take the 3 points from.
Well, we do have one of the Cardiff Met players going down there. Cause for concern. A lot of the Essex players going through their stretches as well. The tempo of the game seems to have taken a lot out of these players. Been very fast, frantic action here at King Coyd.
It has, and despite the scoreline, it's been an exciting first half, hasn't it?
It has lots of action, but just missing the goals. Just missing the goals.
I'm sure we'll see them leading into the second half.
Well, it looks like Davidson's up on her feet again, and not too much to be concerned about as Met get underway again. Farrow into Duggan. Out to Malenga. He'll cut inside. Colleton's made the run through, and she's been found. Colleton out wide for Cochrane, back through, trying to find Malenga. And that really a fantastic chance for Cardiff Met, but great defending from Essex again, just to halt Met's attack in their tracks.
No, but that's exactly what we want to see from Cardiff Met, isn't it? Them playing the ball into that final third and just making it easy for the strikers, not having to see any wonder goals, just basically passing it around the keeper.
As we have another Essex player down here, another injury concern. Well, we'll just run through a few of these scenarios then while we have this little break in place. So Cardiff Met can stay up by winning today, meaning the gap will be 4 points between these two teams, Essex having only one game left to play. Met can also stay up by drawing and winning one of their games versus Exeter or Hartpury. They can stay up even if they lose as well, Cardiff Met. It will have to be either Exeter or Hartpury and hope Essex fail to beat Exeter. If Met lose as well, they can draw both remaining games and hope Exeter beat Essex in the final game of the season. Hartpury can be relegated as well, only if the game today between Met and Essex ends in a draw. Essex beat Exeter and lose to Met, and then Hartpury lose to Cardiff Met in their final game of the season, as Duggan comes away with the football here. Looking for an option. It's Houghton on the right hand side trying to provide her with one, but the ball back into Cochrane.
Yeah, as you said, I think Cardiff Met will just be looking for those 3 points, won't they? Just take all of the different equations out of it, and the way they're playing at the minute suggests that they really know what they're going for in this game.
They are, as a slice clearance there, luckily for the Essex team, finds its way back to Bevan in the goal. Here's Newley to Vasilevska. Poor touch for there. Malenga now.
Fantastic
Great footwork, a nice turn. But she loses out here. Vasilevska, strong challenge. Duggan applying the pressure, and she's won the ball back here. Appeals for a handball, not given. And Cochrane now picking the ball up on the centre circle.
Do we see much out of time here, Will?
I think the referee's just having a look at his watch. I think we can expect, if anything, 1 minute at most. Which we won't get, as the referee blows for half time here at King Coyd. The scoreline so far: Cardiff Met 0, University of Essex 0. Well, we're back here at the King Coy Stadium for this massive battle at the bottom of the BUCS Premier South table between Cardiff Met and University of Essex as Cardiff Met get us underway. The scoreline, Cam, currently 0-0. What can we expect for the second half?
Yeah, it doesn't really reflect the game, as we were saying in that opening 45. It's been a very end-to-end game with Cardiff Met having the majority of the chances, but Essex proving how good they are on the counter, as we can see here. But no, it's going to be, that first goal now is going to be massive, isn't it?
It is going to be massive indeed. Cardiff Met, you would have liked the first half just to extend by another 5 minutes. But they've given the ball away here, and Essex with the first chance of the second half. A nice step over, and a shot comes away. Farrow's behind it. And Vasilevska, referee and the linesman signal for offside, but
early lifeline for Cardiff Met.
It was still in the change rooms there, Cardiff Met.
Yeah, and we've spoken about this through the season. They have been a bit slow out of the change room pretty much, and those first 5-10 minutes of each half has been obviously can play a big part in the final result, and we've seen that throughout the season. So Cardiff Met just need to hold their composure a little bit in this opening passage of play and continue what they were doing so well.
And a game with stakes such as these, a slow start, you can't really afford it. Because one goal could be crucial, really, couldn't it, Cam?
No, definitely. Fantastic save by Farrow, though.
It was the first time Farrow's really been tested. Most of the shots in the first half from the Essex team were all straight down the barrel, pretty much giving Farrow catching practice, but that one, a low-driven shot from the edge of the box, forcing Farrow to get down early, and she got two strong hands behind it to palm the ball away. But Essex have started the brighter of these two teams.
Yeah, no, they have, but that will give Farrow a lot of confidence leading into this final 40 minutes.
There's Vasilevska coming inside, and the referee giving a foul. And we saw how dangerous set pieces can be for Essex in the first half. Vasilevska looks to be in a bit of pain here.
Was a bit of a delayed reaction, wasn't it, by her? But yeah, again, fantastic football. And how good has she been in this opening 50 minutes?
She's been Essex danger woman up that right hand side. They've looked to get the ball to her every single possible opportunity. And Cardiff Met really first half game, they didn't really find a way of dealing with that.
No, exactly, and it has been this since the second half has started. We have seen a little bit of panic from Cardiff Met, but just need a bit of time to consolidate and get back into the...
As the ball comes into the box there, Farrow, that's a lot more comfortable for her. Throwing the ball out here. And Met will come away with the ball. Colleton pressure on there. Strong challenge from the Essex player. And it'll be Houghton to take the throw in.
Strong proactiveness from Farrow there.
It was an early release, allowing Met to get up the pitch quickly, and here's Cochrane. Back into Houghton to Colleton. Great touch, trying to play the ball through. And Essex will come away. A fantastic ball over the top, and Vasilevska shoots first time. But that won't be troubling Farrow. She didn't move at all, and the ball high and wide at the Cardiff Met goal frame.
Yeah, I think safe to say there was probably another option there. The cross pretty much into the centre of the goal with an Essex striker pretty much stood on Farrow's feet. But
and you can hear the words of encouragement, I should say, from the Essex coach applauding his team's press there. They've started really, really well. I say as Met win the ball back, and here's Duggan with time on the ball, playing it up to Jones. Jones with time as well. Trying to find Cochrane, but a poor pass, and Essex can come away. Is Rittages trying to find her striker, but she can't, and pressure on the ball again. Met give the ball away. Is Vasilevska on the right hand side, trying to work the space to get the ball into the box, and Farrow just about keeping the ball in and preventing a corner kick.
Essex do look the stronger of the two sides coming out of this coming into the second half, don't they? Which is something we didn't really see, this possession from them in the opening 45.
Farrow goes along. Malenga can't quite connect. And Essex will come away with the ball again. Vasilevsky's gone down off the ball. Fantastic touch, and the shot comes away, and Farrow again not moving. Again, that one well wide of the Cardiff Met goal. I think they'll be taking those type of shots all day, Cardiff Met. Is Garton playing the ball inside. A lovely little touch, and now Cochrane can turn on the ball, looking for an option, and she's found Jones.
Yeah, don't mind that from Cochrane, trying to slow the play down a little bit and let her attackers get into good positions.
Colleton will press there. The ball back to Bevan, and the flick on, not controlled by the Essex player. But a poor pass there, and the pressure again will become away.
And that could be our first card of the day for number 17.
That was Eve Pearson.
Sometimes as a defender, will we say those challenges do have to be made, don't they? Especially in important fixtures like this. And
sorry to cut you off, Cam. I was going to say, look, for all the world, like that was going to be a Cardiff Met ball. Absolutely no chance you would have thought the Essex player would have got there, but somehow she did. She knocked the ball in behind, and then there was no one around her. She was through on goal, and Pearson, I don't really think, as you said, she had much more of an option but to bring her opposition player down.
Yeah, no, precisely. I think she had to make that challenge, and obviously we talk about how important this game is, going a goal behind, and in this situation with 40 minutes left to play is something Cardiff Met won't want to be doing. But no, fantastic yet again from Essex, who have been fantastic, and just
it'll give them a lot of confidence as well.
Good to see the Essex player back up on her feet though.
Well, another chance for Essex to work on a set piece here. Delivered in. Great flick on from Cochrane there. And the flag goes up for another offside. Well, it's chances like that, Cam, the yellow cards, that are really going to give confidence to those Essex players and say, you know, the game's there for the taking.
Yeah, no, exactly. And they know now on this left-hand side that the defender does have a yellow card, so they can look to exploit that and try and post some attacks down our side.
That's a great flick on there, and Jones is in behind. She's been pulled back.
And we're going to see the second yellow of the day.
And again, that was a cynical foul from the Essex defender. Jones was through on goal. No one around her. She would have had a lot to do, nevertheless. But again, a cynical foul, and as it was just for Cardiff Met, a foul that had to be given away.
Yeah, no, precisely. And we're seeing how careful these defenders are being when the pressure's on and the challenges they're willing to make to stop that chance happening.
Duggan looks to get the ball into the box. There's Davison to Cochrane. He turns on the ball. She's done really well there. Cochrane and shoots. But Bevan right behind that.
She could have gone down there as well, couldn't she?
She decided not to, and she got the shot away. Unfortunately, not troubling the Essex goalkeeper, but it's Cardiff Met's first shot on target of the second half, and again, that will give them and their attacking players a lot of confidence.
Yeah, as you said, they're starting to look a little bit more settled now, aren't they? Obviously, that first 5 minutes was a little bit chaotic from the defence and just showed that there had been a break, but Cardiff Met starting to look as they carried on in that first half.
There's Cochrane giving the ball away again. I actually do think it was Alex Titcombe who picked up the yellow card, number 17. So apologies for that one, as Essex come away down this left-hand side. But Davison with fantastic cover work there, finding Colleton. The great nutmeg. And again, been hassled by the Essex players, the referee giving a foul. Colleton, a fantastic turn and nutmeg there. That will give her a lot of confidence.
Yeah, she has been fantastic in this opening hour.
Davison takes the free kick. Trying to find an option, looking for a bit of movement. But the ball cut out, and again played in behind, and Vasileska just mistiming a run, allowing Garson to pick the ball up, finding Malenga in that left wing back position.
Just couldn't get her body out of the way of it in time, could she? It was a surprise pass which actually caught Cardiff Met out.
And you say if she could have done, it would have been a great chance for Essex with two players bearing down on the Cardiff Met goal.
Yeah, it would have been 2v1 with the keeper, wouldn't it? So,
and you usually know what happens in those type of situations. The ball ends up in the back of the net.
No, exactly. A little bit of fortune for Cardiff Met, but still look the stronger of the two sides in this opening hour.
Titcombe doing well again there. And Malenga just battling with her player, allowing Duggan to come away with the ball, looking for Jones in behind. The pass has given her a lot to do. And the ball put behind for a Cardiff Met throw-in.
Yeah, Wade taking no risks there and just letting the ball go, and it looks like she might have a bit of cramp maybe.
It did look like she was slightly pulling up as she chased the ball down, which makes sense with the decision to put the ball out of play. Maybe something that she picked up in the first half and that's kind of brought back in the second half, but I think there will be a substitution being made here for Essex. Wade no longer able to continue. Maybe a possible change of shape there for Essex as well. Cochrane plays the ball back to Duggan. Duggan turns. And the pass just can't quite connect. And Essex will win another throw-in.
We can confirm the sub was 24 Wade going off and Penny coming on, who looks to be playing on this left-hand side for Essex.
Newley takes the throw. A bit of a slice clearance there. And Essex look to progress the football through the thirds. But the ball falls to Jones. Jones to Cochrane. Out wide now for Houghton. Cochrane now. The ball down the right hand side for Sally Grimm. Cross comes in and cleared by the Essex defender. I think there was a substitution at half time for Cardiff Met. So Anna Houghton coming off and Sally Grimm coming on. Straight change of right wing back there. As Malenga now down the left hand side can try and provide a bit of quality for Cardiff Met. Here's Jones. Getting to the byline, still with Jones. Holding off our opposition player. Jones playing it inside for Malenga. Malenga with a fantastic touch. And again, comfortably cleared by Essex.
Cardiff Met just starting to look similar to their first half performance, aren't they?
They are. The game's ebbed and flowed. Essex have had their spell of possession and chances in the second half. Now Cardiff Met looking to step up the gear as the ball's played in behind. And Davison comfortably playing the ball back to Farrow there. And now there's a chance for Cardiff Met. The ball played over the top for Colleton. Colleton in behind, a great touch there. The Essex centre-back stepped right across Colleton. The referee just saying shoulder to shoulder, wave play on. It was a strong challenge, Cam, especially for a 50-50. But the ball played in here. Great chance for Essex, and Houghton again on the cover. Great defending from her.
Yeah, as you said, looking at that Cardiff Met attack, it's a tough one for a ref, isn't it? Because in that situation, if you give a foul, you do have to punish one of the defenders. So Colleton doesn't look too fussed about it. So maybe she thought the 50-50 call was fair. but good signs for Cardiff Met.
It has. The game's really kicked into life in the last couple of minutes. End-to-end action here at King Coyd. Essex playing the ball out wide to Newley. But a poor pass from here will allow Jones to play in Malenga. Malenga now. Still going. And Newley does well to redeem her first mistake. The referee just pausing things here again. An hour played here at King Coyd, still 0-0. It's Jones who's making way for Demi Parry, who's been a part of the BUCS 2 team this season.
Yeah, saying don't mind this from the manager. Get some new players on the pitch, get some pace going, and really try and get that tight defence before we do see some. Well, you'd be surprised if you didn't see any Essex substitutions in the next 10 or 15 minutes, wouldn't you?
You would, as Colleton could pick the ball up there. That's a great touch from Barnes. Barnes into Colleton. Colleton shoots! And a great chance there for Cardiff Met to go 1-0 up. A fantastic ball played through to Colleton. Unfortunately, she couldn't find the finish. But she's picked the ball up again and will shoot again. And that time, the ball just going past the post. Shouts of a corner from the Cardiff Met bench. The referee gives a goal kick, but Colleton 2 chances there. And 2 chances that easily on another day could have found the back of the net. As it is still 0-0 after an hour or so played here at King Coyd. Here's Cochrane, the referee playing advantage. She fakes the shot into Colleton. Colleton tries to play it in behind for Parry. Parry can't quite get there.
Yeah, as you said, I think Colleton will be a little bit disappointed with those 2. Obviously, we know how good and dangerous she can be, so I'm sure she'll be looking to amend that in this final 30 minutes.
As Malenga looks to make strides down that left-hand side. Yeah, definitely, Colleton with that first chance, Cam, you'd think she'd be a bit disappointed. She's got 2 in 2 games, and I think for a player of her quality, she would have thought, especially with that first chance, it should be hitting the back of the net.
Yeah, no, precisely that. Well, the way we've seen this game go, I'm sure she's going to get more opportunities, so be surprised if she doesn't end up on that score sheet if Cardiff Met do go on to win this game.
Referee playing advantage there, but pulling it back very quickly. A slight pull on the Essex player's shirt.
The linesman down this side's had a busy job today, hasn't he?
He has. He has been right amongst the action.
It does show quality from the defence, though, holding line together.
A lot of offsides. Essex definitely playing more for the set pieces in the second half than they were the first. Maybe that was something discussed at half time in their camp.
Yeah, well, it does seem Essex looked to come out and playing a little.
As the ball delivered in, but easily and comfortably cleared by Met and Colleton, just allowing the ball to run away from her. But again, the ball cleared up the pitch. Colleton pressing, and eventually that press has turned into possession for Cardiff Met. Here's Duggan, but a strong challenge, and Essex can break away again with Montague. Montague can't keep possession though, and Met will win the ball back.
Exciting first 25 minutes to this 20 minutes, should I say, to this second half. It's been Essex do look like a different team for that first half, don't they?
Definitely is. The ball played out here for Sally Grimm. But she can't quite keep it in play. There's Grimm losing out, and Essex can come away with the ball. The game just starting to get a little bit scrappy as Richards continues forward. She's played the ball through, and Essex with a chance. The tackle comes in, The Met defender got nowhere near the ball. She did really well to not make any contact with the on-rushing attacker from Essex. Otherwise, the referee, I don't think, would have had any choice but to point to the spot.
Yeah, that's one she'll be thinking about later. That's very risky, we must say, in that sort of situation, and obviously with the importance of this fixture.
Especially with the scoreline as it is at 0-0.
Any contact there, it's well, you make the ref's job very easy, don't you?
Exactly, don't give him much of a choice. And I think Farrow will just take a little bit of time here just to try and calm her teammates down. The game just got a little bit scrappy. But it was Rutgers who drove away with the ball. She found the space and played the ball in behind. And as I said, very lucky for Met not to give away a penalty there. But as far as they'll be concerned, Cam, still 0-0 and still all to play for.
No, exactly. Safe to say, though, both teams are well and truly in this game, aren't they? It's not been one-sided the second half whatsoever.
It's really burst into life. End-to-end action. Sort of what we were expecting, and I think the first half we really saw the nerves of both two teams. As Colleton looks to get in behind here. Colleton's done well, she's won the ball. Colleton shoots. And the ball just dragged wide of the post. If it was on target, I think Bevan in the Essex goal would have been well beaten, but Colleton just couldn't find the final bit of quality to direct the ball goalwards. Yeah,
I think, well, she did all the hard work, didn't she, getting herself into that position 1-on-1 with the keeper. So a few extra touches, I think the percentage goes a lot more in her favour in that situation.
Another substitution being made by Essex there, looking to bring on more fresh legs. Really getting to the key stage in the game now. Farah does well there, despite the pressure from the Essex attacker. Now Parry inside.
Good control there from Parry.
To Barnes, now to Duggan, who plays it out wide to Malenga. That's more like it from Cardiff Met. That's the football they want to be playing. Malenga on the left-hand side, trying to get to the byline. She's delivered the cross in for Colleton. That's a great touch. And Colleton's still going there. Winning a corner, great chance now for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, no, that's come from this pressure, and set pieces like this will be where Cardiff Met look to execute what they've worked so hard on in training in the last few weeks. And
for both teams, really, Cam, there's not really been too many chances from open play with set pieces for both teams, as the corner's been taken quickly. Cochrane now delivering it back, ball whipped into the back post, and it's a goal for Cardiff Met.
Wow.
A crucial goal. And that could be the one that sees Cardiff Met stay in the BUCS Premier Self for another season. Completely unmarked at the back post. And all that was there left to do was just to tap the ball into an empty net.
Yeah, well, we said how dangerous Cardiff Met were from set pieces, and that's really shown it there, hasn't it? Fantastic cross back in, good play by the corner taker, and then obviously relatively simple, but we've seen a miss before. Fantastic finish.
And that's a hammer blow for Essex. Exactly what they didn't want. And now they have it all to do again.
With just 20 minutes to play, Essex now have to throw everything out of this game, don't they?
They do, and that could allow Cardiff Met to add to their goal-scoring tally. But that's perfect for Cardiff Met perspective, Cam. That's exactly what they would have been looking for. And we said it before, the set pieces, there hasn't been many chances created from open play. The set pieces have been the one, and the goal was scored from that as Davidson comes down the right-hand side, but gives the ball away and then gives a foul away as well.
Yeah, Cardiff Met do need to hold their shape here at the back and remember that they are one goal ahead, so Essex do have to come at them. Just try to slow this game down, and the chances will come for Cardiff Met, won't they, on that counter-attack, but no, it's safe to say they did deserve that. deserve that goal. They've been fantastic throughout this first 70 minutes of the game.
And with not a lot of time left, I'll bring that point back to you later, Cam. As Essex look to launch a dangerous attack, but the ball just played through, and Farrow taking her time. You can see the time wasting coming into play now from Cardiff Met. They know what's at stake. They know how important it is to hang on to this 1-goal lead, and if they can, possibly extend it as well. But what I wanted to know, Cam, was in this last 20 minutes or so, what is it that Essex have to do to get at this Cardiff Met defence and to give themselves any chance of staying in this division for another season?
Well, this is the be all and end all for Essex, isn't it? This year, they obviously the one game in hand for Cardiff Met. So Essex have to throw everything they have at Cardiff Met in this last 20 minutes and try and get an equaliser or just something from this game. It's obviously massive for them. Losing today would make it very hard and obviously take it out of their hands to stay in this league.
Well, fantastic footwork from Collerton, played parry through, but the linesman's flag was up early and parry was given offside.
Cardiff Met do have to remember how dangerous Essex have been in that final third, so just ensuring whether that's putting another one at the back and just trying to see this win out, or maintaining the same formation.
As the header's won there by Cardiff Met, Malenga just getting her foot right under that. Anywhere will do. Cochrane leaves it for Titcombe, who plays it back to Farrow. And complacency is what Cardiff Met have to guard against now, Cam.
Yeah, no, 100%. They won't mind this passage in play where no one's really pressing Farrow and they can just kill a few seconds. But just not getting too enticed in those counter-attacks as we're seeing here and making sure players do still stay back.
And that was a lovely pass, lovely 1-2, allowing Grimm to get down this right-hand side. It did look like another handball, but the referee playing on again.
No, it did. That's the one you need the help from the lino, but obviously tough position to give a free kick from, especially with Essex in possession at the time.
There's Newley. No foul given. And Collerton trying to play the ball inside for Malenga, who had taken up a much more central position. Something which Stacey Ayling said before the game she wanted Malenga to do was pick up those central positions as the ball comes into the box, but there's no one there on the end of it, and the ball trickles behind for an Essex goal kick.
Yeah, obviously about 18 minutes to play. The lights have just come on here. What will Stacey Ayling be thinking in this situation? Obviously, just trying to close this game out, or is there more for Cardiff Met?
I think she'll just be looking to keep it the same as how Met have been playing throughout the game, to be honest. They have been in control of most of it, despite some dangerous moments. As Essex come away on the counter-attack, and we know how strong they are in these areas of the pitch. But great cover there from Malenga.
So I just think in this situation, Cardiff Met should not have three people at the back and be getting caught on the counter. Obviously, they know how important this game is for their whole season and ensuring they stay up. So just keeping that composure and not getting too ahead for this last 15 minutes.
Well, as another break in play, I'll just remind you of what else is going on campus today. We have the Cardiff Met men's coming up later. Pretty much straight after this match, they take on their varsity rivals, Bath. They can go top of the BUCS Prem South table today if they win. So I'd advise everyone to get down to the stadium for that game. And then later on Cardiff Met Sport TV, we have Cardiff Met versus Swansea, a Welsh derby that will be live from 6:10 this evening. As Parry looks to take the throw-in. It's Vasilevska. Looking for the 1-2. It was Rittija who picked the ball up. Vasilevsky tried to find the ball, but Cochrane does really well, releasing Colleton down the left-hand side. Colleton with time and space. Newley covering ground well, but Colleton decides to get the ball in early. There's Parry. Parry back for Malenga. Malenga back onto her left foot. Still going Malenga, who shoots! And the ball just tipped over by Bevan. The acrobatics coming out. That was a save she had to make. It looked for all the world, Cam, that ball was going to nestle up in the top corner. Somehow Bevan got her fingertips to it and turned it over the bar.
Yeah, no, fantastic bit of skill from Cardiff Met there to even generate a chance with a 2v4 on the counter-attack. But no, fantastic save, and a save that could potentially keep the season alive if Essex were to go on and game something from this result.
And that's when you need your keeper in those moments like that. Bevan supplying the goods for Essex there. Slight injury concern for Newley. She's back on her feet as Duggan looks to make use of this corner again. The ball's delivered in. We're looking for Grimm, but she can't get on the end of it. And Essex will look to try and play their way out of danger, but they can't quite manage it. But they've won the ball back here. And now they can play out. And now the counter-attack might be on for Essex. The players striding forwards, trying to provide an option. But Malenga, once again, doing really well to win the ball back, but gives it back to Essex straight away. Ruttager there just overrunning it slightly.
Yeah, no, fantastic work ethic from Cardiff Met there, managing to get 7 players back in a short space of time.
But the ball played through for Colleton, who has the pace to get onto the end of it, but not quite enough. And Essex move the ball forwards.
Cardiff Met will be more than happy to slow this throwing down.
They're definitely looking to release Colleton in behind just a little bit quicker. That pass was coming quicker. We saw in the first half, Cam, that the pass were being played in behind, but the run, all the pass was slightly off, and there's flagged offside most of the time. That seems to have changed now. They're having more success.
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic from Cardiff Met, and the vision from the midfield has been fantastic.
That's a great turn.
See it again there.
From Sally Grimm. And Cochrane now wins the throw in high up the pitch. And this is where Cardiff Met will want to keep the ball for the remaining 13 minutes of the game. That was Davidson and Parry trying to connect there, but just on different wavelengths, allowing Bevan to come out and pick up the ball. And now Essex can launch an attack of their own. The game really picking up now, Cam.
Yeah, exactly. Essex have realised that it's now or never for them, and that's also giving chances to Cardiff Met as well, isn't it? They obviously are getting caught in the counter every now and then, but Essex really just trying to formulate something here in this last 12 minutes.
I was going to say that obviously we see Essex trying to play on the counter. It's almost as if Cardiff Met are trying to counter the counter. The pass into Colleton's coming very quickly, trying to get her in behind as soon as the ball's turned over. And that's causing an end-to-end game here. And to be honest, for a Wednesday afternoon, for entertainment, drama, with stakes like this on the line, I couldn't think of a better place to be than the King Coyd Stadium.
Exactly. And we've seen it all season, haven't we? The excitement of these fixtures have been fantastic. And as you just proved there, it's been exciting. It's been an exciting season, hasn't it? You
can hear the sharp inhale of everybody around the ground. It almost fell silent for a second, as Farrow maybe thinking she had a little bit too much time, more than what she thought she had on the ball. But as calm and composed as ever, didn't let anything faze her, and eventually played the ball out.
She has been fantastic today, hasn't she? Obviously, 2 weeks ago, being told she's playing in the after a pretty quiet season.
That's a strong challenge there. The Essex player has come off worse. A bit of cramp. And the ball coming out wide again. Dinked over. Tickham got a head on it. seeing the ball out for an Essex corner into the final 10 minutes now.
Yeah, starting to see some tired legs here, aren't we? Obviously, a couple of players gone down for cramps, and it's looks like it's going to be time to see a few subs as the Essex bench starts to get warm.
Well, the Essex manager trying to do everything that he possibly can to fire up his team, searching for that equaliser, trying to do anything to save their season. Pretty much everyone's into the box now for Essex. The corner comes in to the front post, put behind again for another corner. Yeah. Keeping the pressure on.
Taking no chances there, just ensuring on that near post that the ball is as far away from that goal as possible.
It's almost anywhere will do for Cardiff Met now. As the ball's delivered in again, but it doesn't make its way onto the pitch and is out for a goal kick. It's a wasted opportunity for Essex, and I think they'll be kicking themselves with that one.
Yeah, no, precisely as we see Cardiff Met rather slowly start to get this goal kick up and going. It's now a relatively straightforward job for Cardiff Met, isn't it? Slow this game down as much as possible and basically just keep the ball in that middle half and don't let Essex formulate anything really.
And that's it. If the scoreline does remain the same, Cardiff Met will be all but safe this season, making the points difference between these two teams 4 points with 2 games left to play. Essex only have 1, so that margin, if the scoreline remains the same, cannot be passed. As Colleton now with time down the left-hand side. A heavy touch trying to play our strike partner in. But I think the tiredness, I think you can see now Cam just starting to affect the players.
Yeah, no, definitely. But seems to be affecting everyone but Colleton. We complimented her on this last week, how her stamina had pretty much stayed consistent throughout that 85 minutes, coming on so early and obviously playing the full, looks like the full 90 here, and she's been fantastic, hasn't she?
She has, as Grim finds herself on the inside, but a poor touch allows Essex to give the ball. I was going to say to win the ball, and then they give the ball away. Met just playing around the back now. Davison doing really well there, playing the ball to Liv Barnes. Liv Barnes now trying to release Colleton again. But it looked like Duggan and Colleton just got in each other's way there. But they won't be complaining, they still have the ball as another substitution is being made for Essex. Cabal's gone off. For Olivia Mills. The clearance slice allowing Colleton to win the ball, and Newley didn't really have much more choice than that because Colleton would have been through. She puts the ball behind for another corner, and well, you know what happened with one of the last corners Cardiff Met had, ended up in a goal. I think they'll be hoping for a similar recipe with this one.
Yeah, precisely, and Cardiff Met will just be looking to slow this down now, make sure everyone's ready to go and just basically watch that clock tick.
Well, it's Duggan to take again. The ball comes into the near post. The connection wasn't a clean one, and Essex will clear. Malenga doing well though to Garton. Garton inside to Barnes. Here's Grimm. Farrow looking for an option, and that's not the pass you would have wanted. Giving it straight back to Essex. Montague to Newley. One-touch football from Essex, trying to work the opportunity, but it doesn't quite come off. Is Malenga now down the left-hand side. Connaughton will chase it. The ball gone back to the goalkeeper, and Parry pressing, forcing Bevan into a strange clearance. Duggan trying to find Grimm. Bevan
on the second attempt.
Claimed it. It wasn't clean. It was almost heart and mouse for Essex. Essex there. It's 5 crucial minutes, Cam.
Yeah, Essex are going to have to throw everything at this last 5 minutes, and Cardiff Met will not mind that.
Into Cochrane. Inside to Barnes. Barnes finding Duggan. To Malenga. Back to Duggan. Cardiff Met won't mind this. I say as they give the ball away, and Essex can launch a counter.
Fantastic defence by Cardiff Met there.
Well, it usually is a tight game between these two teams, Cam. The last game earlier in the season was 1-1. Cardiff Met are currently winning 1-0. So there isn't too many goals between these two teams, but Cardiff Met will be hoping the scoreline stays as it is for the remainder of the match.
Yeah, no, and exactly. And despite the lack of goals in both fixtures for these two teams this season, it's been an exciting 90 minutes, hasn't it? It's been fantastic. Both teams have been looking positive in attack, and obviously...
And that was a great ball from Rutledge there. But the ball will go behind through a goal kick. There seems to be goals in every game apart from when these two teams play each other. But I don't think Cardiff Met will mind that with what's on the line. Farrow trying to slow things down. And the ball over the top. Everyone getting in each other's way there, giving Duggan a chance to break. It's a fantastic turn. Just look for Parry, who's in behind, and Grimm will get onto the end of it. Grimm plays it across goal. I think she was caught in two minds there. Yeah. Whether to shoot or whether to square the ball to Parry. And eventually, Cam, the ball just seemed to reflect that and ended up in Bevan's hands.
Yeah, you're not going to get a better opportunity to close the game out there, but Cardiff Met just need to maintain that focus for this remaining 4-5 minutes, depending on added time.
And Penny tries to get on the end of that pass from Newley, and she wins the throw-in. You can hear the shout from the Essex coach, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. It's now or never for the team in white and red. Duggan and Malenga working well together. Malenga driving inside. Cochrane now with space. And that's a great ball for Connaughton, who would chase. Actually can't quite keep it in. Trying to put the ball out for a throw in, I think, there. As we enter the final minute of the 90. Who would you say your player of the match is then, Cam?
Well, it has been an enticing game, and obviously both teams have had star players. But for me, it'd have to be Chelsea Cochrane. She's ran the middle of the pitch, worked hard for 90 minutes, and just her all-around game, obviously making sure she's back to help the defenders out, and obviously posing as a threat in that attack has been fantastic. So for me, she's really stood out.
As Duggan plays in Connaughton, but just too much weight on the pass. Bevan collects and goes long early. The header won by a Met player. Duggan picks it up. The ball just not settling for either team. Collerton with time looking for the corner. And I think that's exactly where she will go. The referee gives a throw in. And that is full time here at Kincoid. Cardiff Met in what was a massive relegation 6-pointer, all but secure their safety. A 1-0 win after a very nervy end-to-end fast-paced game. Cam, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, what a fantastic game, and fair play to Essex. Obviously, long journey down here, but I think it's fair to say Cardiff Met deserved the 3 points there. They were fantastic throughout the 90 minutes. Probably a few things to work on in that attacking sense, but they've managed to save themselves from relegation, and no, they really deserve that. They've been fantastic all season, but no, today they were the better side by a clear stretch.
And that's what we were talking about just before the game as well, those fine margins. These big games, whether you're at the top of the table or the bottom of the table, it's the fine margins. They're the things that make the difference. And there wasn't a lot from open play. There was a couple of shots, a couple of great saves, especially one from Farrow early on in the second half. But the goal coming from a set piece, those fine margins, just how important they can.
No, exactly, that's it. And it's just taking those opportunities when they come. And we saw that by how many shots on goal there were today. And obviously there only being the one goal. And that maybe comes through lack of possession through the season. Obviously two teams fighting against, or pushing a little bit above their weight in the BUCS Prem. But no, it's nice to see Cardiff Met, and fantastic. They've managed to keep themselves up for the next season.
And they'll be looking forward to that. They still have 2 games left to play this season as well. Cardiff Met, Exeter and Hartbury, I believe, the final 2 games of the season. But that's everything for today here at the Kincoid Stadium. Cardiff Met securing their survival and winning the game versus Essex 1-0.